What's up, YouTube? Capital G here. D&O commentary. What the heck? Oh, okay. I guess he's attempting to go for game. Let's move this this microphone in a good location so we can hear it. All right. So we have Knight Medrot. I assume like the Noble Knight, despite the fact he's playing Cleese. 1336. Superles Apprentice. 1591. I'm willing to guess that Superles wanted to go second and someone picked first. Thus putting his Infernoids, if he's playing that, which I assume he is, in a very bad position. Infernoids are one of the decks that I most enjoy watching. I would say top 3 decks I like watching. Number 1, Infernoids. Number 2, Volcanics. And probably 3. I have to think about that. Yeah, I have to think about 3rd place. Alright, so anyways. So Perles opts to let his opponent go first, as the deck will usually do. And he searches carrier, which usually, okay, maybe he's, I was going to say, it usually means you have sacrifice. Plays Upstart and Duality. My goodness, what a Dark Law could do to that deck. He opts to keep his MSTs in for some reason. I don't know why. And then he even takes MST. Shocking that he didn't take Bottomless Trap Hole. I mean, maybe no, because MST wouldn't benefit a Floodgate. I honestly have no reason why he took MST. He may have thought that there was nothing better, but I would have thought that Bottomless Trap Hole would have been better, because if your opponent like summons Dryden, then you could have bottomlessed it, I guess. So wow, he hits 3 Infernoids right off the bat. So he already has an out to the carrier, or yeah, okay, I guess not technically anymore. He better hopes that he doesn't play Lila. All right, looks like he's not playing Lila. He flips over Vanities because, I mean, you just wouldn't want to get railroaded. Unfortunately, he's going to lose Vanities. Okay, so I guess if it was bottomless, he'd have lost it too. He summons Raiden. I mean, when you get 3 Infernoids before you even do anything, that's good Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, so he now has 4 Infernoids, and now he's just going in. He calls 4. You should still have at least a couple of Raidens left. Oh my goodness. Legendary 6, or Great Shogun Shien. I was going to call it Legendary 6 Samurai Shien, but that is the old school one. That is Great Shogun Shien. I gotta remember what set that card came out in. So he's going to attack twice. Now the thing that sucks is he can't, what's it called? The fact that he got a 7 means he can't summon any more, he can't summon any Infernoids, because you know that he would have summoned some of them and probably tried to do a lot more damage. See, if they didn't have the level restriction, he'd just OTK'd them. Konami needs to errata them. Seriously, they're arbitrarily errating things now. He needs to errata them. So he does play Lila. I assume he didn't take the Lila because he needed, or he had the MST. If he didn't have the MST, he just would have Lila'd him. So I think 1 Lila is good enough. So we got a Great Shogun Shien site, and sorry, but there won't be any scouts for you. MST is played. This means that Superles cannot play any Speller Traps, by the way, for the rest of the turn. I believe it's both players. It's been a long time since I've seen this card. No, wait, it's only your opponent. My mistake. So, double MST, he cannot activate any Speller Traps. So he's going to attack Raiden. He takes 100. The problem with using the Raiden is now you allow your opponent to actually summon Infernoids, which he has more than enough. And he goes for Stedimus, who not only is bigger than this dude, but potentially would banish the face down card as well. So looks like he's going to just okay, scoop phase. I was gonna say he could have actually even Exceed at that point, made Draco Sack, but what benefit would Draco Sack have given him? The cards that he had on field, they both outed skill drain, and I just really didn't see any way that he was going to stop him. Even if he had like an evac or something like that, that would have been his one spell for the turn, and that just wouldn't have been good. So he opts to let Superloids go second, which he clearly liked. I mean, it worked out really well for him last game. And Midrat is probably going to open up with like Carrier Sacrifice. He didn't have it last game, and it really costed him. But let's see if things are going to be different now. Okay, there's Carrier, the obvious. Okay, so this is looking pretty similar to last game. In fact, I think this was his exact field last game. And this is the exact thing as last game. He opened with Charger Light Brigade milling 2 Infernoids. Actually, I think it was 3 last time, but this is 2. I don't even know if are we still playing the same game? Like, is this just, are we just running this shit back or what? So this time he opts to get Lila because he doesn't want to deal with Vanity's emptiness. I don't think he's going to trade in that Lila. Yeah, I knew Lila's too good to trade in. He trades in Raiden instead. Gets no Infernoids, has to lose a Reasoning and an MST. Not what you'd usually want to lose. Now he goes for Lumina. He's going to activate the effect pitching an Infernoid. I don't think he cares about Vanities. I think he would care about Skill Drain though. Because Skill Drain would fuck over Lila. I don't think you care that much about, Solemn Warning. Unexpected. Yeah, that was unexpected. Now he does lose his normal summon for the turn, which is a bummer. If you're Superloids, your main concern to me, I'd be mainly concerned about making sure I don't get OTK'd. Everything else is irrelevant. Because I have Lila. And I've got some decent Infernoids in the graveyard. You could go Piatti. Problem with Piatti is if your opponent has Skill Drain, you're fucked. Because you just lose your Piatti. And he's going Unu. And he'll probably opt to activate the effect. He's going for the nuke effect. Fair enough. And Carrier will die. Unless he's going to chain something like Soul Transition. And I guess he doesn't have it. He could have another MST or something. So he hits him for 3,000 damage. And then sets 1. Okay, so he did have an MST. And he hits a Twister. I wouldn't have set the Twister. I'd have just used that shit. I wouldn't have been that greedy where I'm trying to, where I'm trying to get the extra advantage. So anyways, he activates Scout's effect, and I guess he didn't realize that Unu could, it gets banished, by the way. It doesn't go to the extra deck, it gets banished. I guess he didn't realize that Unu could negate things that are already on the board. But yeah, Unu can negate pretty much anything. Well, Spell or Trap anyway. For some reason, I thought for a long time this card could do monster effects. But, it says, when a spell, trap, or effect is activated. Oh, wait. I guess it is monster effects. People kept telling me it couldn't. Oh, okay. I guess it can't do summons. My bad. Alright, so he summons Petrula. And he pops that Vanities. And he couldn't use Vanities, unfortunately. I guess he's just going to cast it on a tap. But he couldn't use Vanities, unfortunately, because he had Lila. So if he used it, he'd just summon Lila and pop. And then he'd just summon Petrula. So yeah, it looks like he's just able to go Castel and just attack for game. All he has to do is Castel spin. And I think if you're Knight Midrat, you're probably going to feel a certain type of way about leaving those MSTs in. I mean, sure, you hit a card with MST. I just don't think it's a very good card to keep in against Cleese. Like, are you looking for the off chance that you MST their set MST? Because that mean, like, to me, I would have rather had a defensive card or something like that. So Superloids gets the match. Infernoids definitely showed their power in this game.